All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Happy Saturday wherever you are around the world. I'm sure, the XRP community at this point is not sleeping, and I'm sure you guys know why. Because the price of XRP has been able to reach some targets that, we've been discussing for about some past weeks. So originally, once we did start retesting the likes of the 61.8, the likes of the 78.6, a specific target that I spoke about actually did end up being retested for the first time since 3 years, and now the whole world is talking about XRP. Are we surprised? No, because retail interest is coming, and it's coming in very, very fast. But yeah, let's take a look at what's happening today, what we could be expecting going into Sunday, and what I would like to see the price of XRP do today. But yeah, if you're looking at XRP, it's up 10.3% on the daily time frame, with the price currently sitting at $1.88. It's up 10.6% in USD, also up 11.8% in Bitcoin. Comparative market cap at $107.8 billion. And the 24-hour trading volume is at about $18.2 billion. Amazing stuff. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So XRP is coming for, the top 4 spot, which of course belongs to Solana right now. You guys know I'm a huge supporter on Solana, but XRP never had its run. And now the momentum that it's building up for itself, I think, especially if it's able to break out of the key resistance I'm about to speak to you guys about, I think Solana's spot could be taken over. And I don't only think that XRP is coming for the Solana spot. I think it's coming for the likes of, Tether, which I've spoken to you guys about. A lot of people in the space are talking about that, Ethereum spot will be taken over by XRP, and I don't write it off this time. And the reason why I don't write it off is because, what we're hearing for XRP, if the lawsuit is dropped, and this long-awaited lawsuit as well. We're talking about almost 5 years, and the XRP community has been looking forward to that, and I think that is coming to an end due to the SEC restructure that we're looking at. And on top of that, the ETF, the likes of BlackRock coming in the picture, and filing for a spot ETF. And I think we're going to see multiple different XRP ETFs coming up. And once that happens, that brings in big institutional money. But Ethereum is, making some strides right now across the board. It obviously hasn't reached an all-time high, but based off of the institutional money flowing in, you can really see that, Ethereum is, an attractive option, when it comes to the ETF. And again, not a surprise. And speaking about Ethereum, we need to see that correlation with the dominance index. As I've been stating to you guys, the dominance is showing us very interesting things. It hasn't, gone up with the Bitcoin volatility that we have seen recently, which, in return does give me a little bit more confirmation than before that, hey, altcoin season could be starting. And speaking about an altcoin season, this tells you everything you need to know. Take a look at it on the weekly time frame. Take a look at it on the monthly time frame. This shouldn't give you any doubts that, we're already in, we're already starting to see hints of the altcoin season. And what we saw happen yesterday is a prime example, because, XRP reached its, last cycle high. Last cycle high was retested for the first time since 3 years. And, that is huge. And reason why the price of XRP even moved the way it did was due to, obviously, the RLUSD announcement coming up, as well as, Bitcoin dominance actually going down while Bitcoin went up, which was a major catalyst behind the move. But we're going to talk about what's happening. Let's go over some of the news, but I want you guys to look at this. So 2 weeks ago, I asked you guys this: XRP back above $1. So, XRP cracked past $1 2 weeks ago. And since then, the price has literally doubled. Let that sink in. So I asked, which coin do you think will end up being the biggest shocker at the end of 2024? And XRP obviously was voted for as, the most chances of being the biggest shocker. And as of now, there's no doubts, because look what XRP has been able to achieve. But yeah, let's continue to take a look at this. XRP flips Intel. That's insane. Intel's market valuation is $103 billion. XRP is currently sitting at 109. That's massive. So, huge in terms of that's a big news coming out today. And look at this, a November to remember, because of course we are hearing major news coming in, and this November is always going to be talked about because of course how fast things turned around, not just for the price of XRP, but as a project itself, as well as a lot of US based cryptocurrency projects and crypto in general had a massive month for November. And I think we're setting ourselves up for even a greater month for December to close out the year of 2024. And going into 2025, I do project a little bit of a downside or retracement before start heading towards the upside. A lot of people talking about super cycle. Based off of what we're seeing right now, I don't write off a super cycle. But yeah, you can see a lot happen in the month of November. You can see, obviously, Donald Trump was elected, the Gary Gensler announcement coming out. You're seeing ETFs being filed for. You're seeing an index, a crypto index ETF, which consists of multiple different digital assets. And again, a perfect example as to how far, this how far the blockchain industry as well as the crypto markets have come in the last few months. But the price action just showed pretty much the month of November, because like I said to you guys before, a lot of people were sidelined, meaning that they were waiting for either if it's Donald Trump who's going to win or Kamala Harris, because of course if Donald Trump was going to win, there's more clarity coming towards crypto because he's pro crypto. Kamala Harris not so much. So obviously people were waiting for that. And also the ETF announcements, not so much ETF announcement, I'd say. It's more about the restructure of the SEC, which a lot of people were waiting for. And of course, under the Donald Trump administration, that is something that a lot of people were keeping their eyes on. But yeah, great month. And you can see retail interest in XRP has surpassed that of Ethereum, Cardano, and Solana in the Google search trends over the 90 days. Retail is coming, and they're coming, guys. The best way to kind of look if retail is coming or not is when you're looking at every single person talking about XRP. I'm talking about some big influencers on YouTube. Who was one? I just can't remember who it was, but he's talking about XRP. You're seeing pretty much everyone talking about XRP at this point. And that is because there's a lot of interest. And yeah, I do believe, once we crack past this key resistance that I'm about to share with you guys, I think we're about to see much more retail interest coming in than ever before. But yeah, look at the Bitcoin dominance, 57.42%. So exactly what I stated, the dominance has not gone up at all. While Bitcoin has seen a little bit of a minor pullback, as we have spoken to you guys about earlier. So, Bitcoin retested yesterday, as we started off Friday, almost $99,000, but then since then has seen a little bit of retracement down to 96K. But it's really important to note that the price of Bitcoin is holding above $96,000, which is amazing to see. But despite these fluctuations within the price of Bitcoin, you're not seeing the dominance moving, and that's not something I have noticed within the dominance in Bitcoin chart for months and months. So giving me more confirmation than ever that, hold on, it's more dependent on the Ethereum's move now with the altcoin market really picking up steam. But let's take a look at what's happening with XRP. Amazing. When I look at the chart, it still, puts me in disbelief as to what it has been able to achieve in such a short span of time. And again, if you want just a continuous reminder, which you guys know I continually give you guys, but on November 4th, the XRP's price was around 51 cents, and since then it has gone up 277%. And I guarantee you guys, if you went to anyone around this range, because right now everyone's going to be a moon boy, everyone's going to be talking about XRP as if they were the biggest XRP fans. But what if I told you, if you go back like literally 2 weeks ago and ask anyone that the price of XRP would be in the 0.50 fib zone, most of the people would have just been like, yeah, you guys are crazy to talk about that. And here we are. You're seeing XRP making history. And I think what we're about to see is just a small, what we have just seen is just completely something small in terms of what we're about to see. Because once this resistance turns into support, so number one, it shouldn't really be a surprise factor to any one of you that, we're finding a little bit of a rejection at this range. This is the previous cycle high, guys. Let that sink in. And what would be the bears' main focus? Bears don't want the price of XRP to go back above. They want to keep it below this because they know what happens once the price of XRP turns this key resistance into support. And obviously the bulls want to push the price up. But I do believe the bulls have more momentum on their side right now. But this resistance, you need to understand, the last bull market, XRP only topped at this key resistance, and we're about to break out of this key range. let that sink in. We're about to break out of this key range, and once you turn this into support, I think we will actually see multiple different retests. I wouldn't be surprised if you see multiple different retests and we get rejected. And again, this is a massive hurdle in front of the price. But if this is able to turn into support, I think we are about to fly towards the likes of that $2.50 quite fast. I wouldn't even mind. Of course, nothing goes up straight forever. You do need to see a little bit of a consolidation before heading more towards the upside. And a perfect example of that is even when we broke out above the $1.26. Look at this. We actually consolidated for a while and then we finally broke out. And if you want to talk about, how long we consolidated within the 61.8 fib zone, you can really look at it for yourself. We consolidated for about a week. So maybe we could even consolidate for a week. But right now, one thing is that Ethereum is one thing you guys want to be paying attention to, as well as the dominance index. And if XRP is able to break this key resistance and turn into support, like I said, so much retail interest is there. This can actually drive the price of XRP to the likes of that $2.50, because that's the next major resistance, in my opinion. I wouldn't be, mad if the price of XRP starts, consolidating right below the 23.6 fib zone, because of course that's the all-time high zone. So, keep an eye out on what happens, but this resistance needs to turn into support, which I think it could even happen today. If we're able to close the daily candle above this key resistance, I think we're about to see some fireworks for XRP. Let me know down below what you guys think. Thank you for all your support. We'll see you later. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.